Hey YouTube, we are headed over to Rausch Creek. I think this is our opening weekend, or the reopening weekend after the COVID-19, which is still kind of going on, but now they're open following CDC guidelines. And yeah, we're at the campsite, and we're gonna head over there now. And probably it's maybe like an hour drive from here, and you'll get to see us on the trail. So we'll see you around.
Hey, so this is where we stay and everything. This is our seasonal campsite, and we don't always come to this campground, but most of the time we're here because it's seasonal. And I wanted to include just a little segment showing you kind of like where we're at. And you can see it's basically somewhere around 30 minutes of country roads, and we'll pass by like a Starbucks and a gas station basically, and pick up like a sandwich and some coffee, and then we'll be at Rausch. So I wanted to include a little bit of footage right around Rausch. So this is the interstate right next to Rausch Creek, and pretty much no matter where you're coming from, you're going to be on this interstate. You're either going to be going in one direction or the other direction. We are coming in from the direction if we were coming from like New York or New Jersey. If you're coming in from Virginia, you'd be coming in the other way. And there are two different exits to get to Rausch. This is a northern exit, but basically just a couple turns, and then you're there. And you can see it's basically like country road, and there's a big white sign. Normally you would go where all those Jeeps went, but we went over here because we are special.
Hey YouTube, so we are at Rausch Creek, and with the COVID-19 thing, and anyway, so we're here, and this is going to be the first ride of the season, I guess, since the COVID-19 thing hit. And so the group that we're in, we're meeting over here on this kind of fire road. The parking lot to Rausch Creek is back behind me, and you can see the office, but we're not going in the office or anything like that. We're staying all separated from everybody, and we have permission to be over here. But this is where we're meeting, and then we're going to go head out on the trails. And yeah, I have a mask on, but I'm not near anybody right now, so I'm just I took it off for the video or whatever, and then I'll put it back on. But yep, we'll see you guys on the trail.
Hey YouTube, so as you can see, there's our Jeep right there, and we are lined up over here on this access road. So this is an area that normally you're not allowed to go to. Normally this is gated. However, we are going out with Offroad-Consulting, who runs the park's guided rides. And if you want to go out with them, they have a website, offroad-consulting.com, or you can just like Google it. Or go to Rausch Creek's website, and I think that there's links on there too. It's something like around like maybe like $30 a ride or something like that. And that's for the guide to take you around the whole park and everything. Which seems to me like fairly reasonable. And there's a Jeep that looks really close to mine, but that's not our Jeep, obviously. That's not a Rubicon, and obviously the top is a different color. But anyway, I wanted to do this little walkthrough so you could see everybody's Jeep, and so the people that went with us could see their own Jeep, because I know that some of them are subscribers of mine. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That would be totally awesome. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's a magic number on YouTube. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, when you get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you can all of a sudden monetize, meaning you can put ads up, which nobody cares about other than the person that is making some money. And it's not a lot of money at all. And then the bigger thing is then YouTube actually acknowledges that you exist. And what I mean by that is, like, if I ever have a problem, I can like email YouTube and say, hey, help me, and they'll email me back. Like, before you have 1,000 subscribers, they just act like you don't exist because you're like a nobody. So that's what we're pushing for. Everybody on YouTube, I guess, that is starting out is pushing for that. And I know that you have to also get the watch count. We have the watch count. We have 4,000 watch hours. So we have almost 5,000 watch hours now. We have plenty of watch hours. But that's like the big push right now is, I guess, the subscriber count. So anyway, so back to the ride. Sorry for the little commentary there. This is all the Jeeps that are going out with us. And it's not going to be all one big run. They limit the number that they have per like group, and they have spotters and all that kind of stuff. I know, yeah, it's like, wow, this is an awful large number of Jeeps, and everybody's doing social distancing. You can see that the only people that don't have masks on are people that are like within the same Jeep, that are like either family or spouses or like whatever. But for the most part, everybody has masks with them, or if they're in groups, like they have like the masks on and stuff. So everybody seems like they're trying at least to do some social distancing and stuff. And like I said, this is basically the first weekend that it's open, I think. If it's not the very first weekend, it's the second weekend, but this is basically the opening of Rausch for the season since the COVID thing. And like for the green groups, I know that we broke into two groups, and I know that there was somewhere around 15 to 20 Jeeps per group. and I for the green groups, and we didn't have a blue or black group this time. There might have been some training rides. I'm not really 100% sure. There probably was, so probably some of these people were going out with Kyle to do training. And when they separated the groups, they went around, they talked to people to find out how experienced they were, and then they put all the super easy ones that wanted to do like really easy stuff in one group, and then anybody that was like wanting to do something more than easy, they put in the other group. And we ended up doing some blues at Rausch, and like I said, the colors don't really match up between the parks. Some of the blues probably should be green, some of the greens maybe they should be blues, maybe not, I don't know. The colors are kind of a little bit wonky, but anyway, so we were in the green/blue group, easy hard greens, easy blues, and the other group was like the super easy greens. And this kind of gives you an idea. There's a very wide variety of vehicles that come out here, so hopefully you saw a vehicle that maybe looks like your vehicle, or maybe you even saw your vehicle, because I know that some of my subscribers actually watch my own videos, which is like totally cool that I go out with them. There we are on the left again. And so here we are, we're heading out, and I don't know if it's normal or not, but it seems like most of the time when I go out with off-road consulting, on the green guided rides especially, we always almost always go across the road. I don't know why that is, but that seems really common when I go out with them. I don't go out with them that often at Rausch, to tell you the truth, because I have a season pass at AOA, so it's actually cheaper for me to just go to AOA than Rausch. But they go to Rausch more than they go to AOA, I think, on the calendar. I'm not really sure why, or at least I kind of think that they do. Maybe that's totally wrong, I don't know. So anyway, so we're gonna go across the road. So normally you can go like behind the office, which was we just passed. Or you can go across the road. I think it costs a little bit extra to go across the road, and I think we have permission to go over there whenever we want. So maybe that's part of the reason why, and maybe it's less busy over here. I'm not 100% sure, but we are going across the road to start our ride for the day. And so the next videos after this will be trail videos where you get to see us out on the trails more. But this right here is going to be just kind of like the intro to the weekend, basically. And this trail is one of the main access trails to get in and out, and I know I have posted this exact footage for not this exact footage, but this exact trail a couple times, so I'm not terribly concerned with with the actual trail that we're on, because this trail is essentially just how do you get over to the other side. And in the next videos or whatever, I can pop a map up so you guys can see like where we are, so then you can get some kind of idea. But basically, this trail, you leave the parking lot and then like there's a road, and this is a road. So if I had to describe this for the people like in Virginia, this road here that we're on is probably as difficult as maybe the lakeside of Flagpole Knob. It's very easy. I don't think that there's any obstacles on this, and if there are any obstacles, they would be basically potholes. I mean, I guess you could say we drove through a little, like, some water. I guess that's technically an obstacle, but the water is so low that you can see even the Jeep in front of me, like that Gladiator, or even look at the Wrangler. Like, the water isn't high enough to even get out past the rubber to the rims of the tire. I mean, it's barely an obstacle. But this trail here is not really meant to have obstacles. It's meant to be the access road to get to the rest of the park. So the next trail I think will be a blue trail, and I think it will be technically the same road that we're on, but I think it'll be the blue section. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you.